Good evening. Welcome back to Driftwood Rambler. This is me, Driftwood Rambler. Anyway, as the other previous video had mentioned, I am back and in a house, in a garage, lots of stuff. Got everything out of storage off the boat, old Driftwood, how this whole thing got started. And yeah, so throwing another video, just getting back going, getting back started. You know, moving off of Driftwood back into a house, getting everything out of storage, realizing just how much stuff I've got, and going through it all, using it, you know, I got so much stuff I want to share with you guys, and hopefully give you, you know, some insight again into gear, how to use it, take care of it, how to choose it, whatever, and just share experiences as an outdoorsman that, you know, again, just been living this blessed life for a long time, and you know, seeing a lot of possibilities and ways to share and educate and all that stuff. So I'm gonna fire off a bunch of videos here soon. Bear with me. They're just gonna be short, crazy, intense, you know, lots of stuff. Anyway, I wanted to share something, of course, right? Share some fly fishing stuff. You know, fly fishing is near and dear to my heart. It's taken me into a lot of beautiful places and a lot of wonderful opportunities. Orvis, well, you know, I like me some Orvis. So I have befriended the good folks up at the Orvis store in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. I won't drop any big names at the moment, but really great people. Again, you know my history with Orvis and working, you know, with them and around them and all that stuff. But I was in there maybe a year or so ago, and you know, just talking shop, and noticed something in the corner of the little fly fishing department, and was surprised, caught me off guard, pretty excited, and got to talking about that particular product. And before I left the store, believe it or not, and I hope this doesn't get anybody in trouble, but I was gifted this particular item, and meant the world to me because I had wanted one for a while back in my shop days, and just could not seem to procure one, but I got one now. So this is it, the Orvis Frequent Flyer. So this is a series of fly rods Orvis put out back in the, I want to say, don't quote me on this, late 90s, early 2000s. That was a series of different weights, all the way, I think, you know, 2 or 3 up to 9 and 10. We had a 9 weight that another buddy of mine ended up buying, and I couldn't get a hold of it. But what they did was they put these guys in these little tubes, you know, 7, 6-piece, whatever, for travel. You could put it in a carry-on bag, hence the Frequent Flyer name. Let me grab the old handy dandy measure. This tube is 19 3/4 inches long. Boom, there you go. So this ended up being a 9-foot, 6-weight, 7-piece. So just a great rod. I was, you know, originally really wanted the 9-weight because I'm more of a saltwater endeavor guy. I'm trying to travel more to those locations, you know, for bonefish and stuff like that, and you know, big snook, whatever, big reds. But this is kind of more my speed. It's pretty serendipitous that I got a 6-weight because I've had more of a draw towards more freshwater fish lately. Trout, obviously, but, you know, largemouth, smallmouth, stuff like that. And you know, a 6-weight is a great weight for that. So again, here you go. It's a nice little tube. There you go, the Orvis Frequent Flyer, 9-foot, 6-weight. This is the cloth bag, of course, it comes in out of the tube. Apparently, I don't know if they're making these anymore, so please, you know, forgive me. Don't yell at me for showing you something that isn't available anymore. But, you know, in this day and age of everything being online, I'm sure you can find one out there, but I'm just here to let you know they exist for anybody that didn't know. this is, you know, a great little rod. I'm not going to pull the whole thing out. Just pull this butt section out for you to show. But really good craftsmanship, of course. Orvis, nice little graphite cork handle, you know. Actually, it's not on that piece. Here we go. It's not even on that piece either. I just had this thing out the other day doing some casting to no avail, but you know, the water's a little chilly from where I was at. So this was actually kind of branded with this Orvis outlet. So maybe they didn't sell a whole bunch of them and kind of passed them off to their outlet, you know, shop. But that's it there, Orvis frequent flyer. You can see the information. I don't know if it's not going to focus in, but anyway, just a really good solid rod. I did get to cast it some, and you know, good action. Just taking a little bit getting used to. Of course, every rod's different, but I was pretty happy with it. I'm really looking forward to more fishing with it. So another interesting thing that I came across, and I was not able to find it on Orvis's website, but I'm going to do some more sleuthing. Came across the Clearwater reel. I needed a reel for this rod, and a 6-weight, obviously. So I found this little guy. What was unique about this, you can see right there, Clearwater, was they sold this as preloaded. So it had the backing, fly line, and leader and everything, just right out the bag, ready to fish. You know, it's kind of their basic average fly line. It's branded on here. You can see, you know, the weight forward floating. I don't know if this was something they had going on for a while and stopped selling them. I don't know, but when I opened it up, you know, obviously it was nice, brand new. I did notice the fly line seemed to be on there a little longer. It kind of had that memory, you know, of not like a really good fresh fly line, but you know, stretch it out a little bit. Gonna maybe run it through a little warm water, the old school stuff. But you know, this reel isn't a super expensive reel, by the way. I think I paid $70 for this, if that. And that does save some money. I want to say these reels are, you know, maybe 120, something like that. I don't think they're gonna hit, well, if you go saltwater, maybe a 10 weight, you might hit $200. Just look and see what it is. You know, I'm not gonna throw prices out there, but just a really good lightweight, you know, aluminum stock reel, little drag that's, you know, you're getting your money's worth out of it. But you know, I think it would work pretty well. It seemed to have a good action to it on the drag, smooth, you know, back off of it pretty easily. It's nice, easy to pop off. Just pull that little guy there, you know, it looks like a little sealed drag action, you know. But for what these guys are, I mean, to be honest with you, unless you're daggone Billy Pate 2.0 or Andy Mill out there running tarpon to death, you know, this will work fine. Largemouth, smallmouth, I might even get sporty and throw it towards some redfish or sea trout or something, I don't know. But the Orvis Clearwater, I couldn't find the box, so I don't have too many stats on it, but you know, of course they're gonna have them in all the weights you need. But I think for the price, the build, construction, this is a pretty good, reasonable, all-purpose reel that I would tell anybody to go grab and you know, and fish. Unless you're really chasing really big fish, I've never had to go hard on a drag. I've got an old Lamson Waterworks reel that I have put to the test on some bigger fish, but I've never, anything around where I am and what I'm doing. Again, if you're not fishing professionally, I don't want to use weekend warrior stuff, but if you're only able to get out and fish a few times here and there, grease it, wash it, clean it, rinse it fresh water, let it dry, grease it, take care of it. This stuff will last you. Don't let the price point confuse you. You know, these things are well made. A lot of technology and thought and effort and engineering goes into these reels, you know, the more inexpensive ones. So don't feel like you got to go out and buy the super fancy ones, again, unless you're fishing 200 plus days a year, you know, close to the equator and you're hammering them. This is it. Matter of fact, I just so happen to have this sitting here. This is my old trout reel. It's just your classic Scientific Angler System 2. I've got more river miles on this joker than you can imagine, and it's never failed me. 4 to 5, because I fish a 4-weight trout rod. Man, that's it. I think, God, you know, this is probably, what is it, 2025? This thing's probably 20 years old. Still works like a champ, you know? So, get what you like, get what you can afford. Don't be shy about it. Take care of it. Fish it proudly. Yeah. Anyway, it's funny. I just noticed I have an Orvis case with the Scientific Angler reel in there. What can you do? Anyway, that's it. Just wanted to share those things with you. Kind of a neat deal. The Orvis Clearwater, again, loaded reel. Again, you might be able to find them online somewhere, but give them a try. I know they still make the Clearwater reel. They've got a newer model out. It's a little more sportier looking. I think it doesn't have this kind of design. It's got more of like a V, sort of like those old Lamson reels. Excuse me, not name dropping there, Orvis, but come on. Just a good little reel. Just wanted to show you that. And then this frequent flyer. If you can find one of these and you do travel, or you know, the nice thing about this too is you can just throw it, you know, in a pannier on a motorcycle, put it in a backpack, throw it in the daggum car to have on hand for lunch break fishing, or anytime you see that, you know, pond that you're driving by and you're like, I think something's fishy's going on in there. But anyway, I'll shut up now. But anyway, I just want to show those to you, share those with you. Please drop us a comment or whatever if you have another couple of companies that you know of that make small packable rods, you know, in some real packages. Would like to hear about them. And again, thanks for stopping by to the garage. Driftwood Rambler here. See you next time. Thanks for stopping by.